Pakistan is on the boil. Paramilitary troops have been deployed in large numbers in a bid to disperse the anti-France rally being organized by the banned Islamist organization TLP. Amid violent clashes, also in the latest, Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has convened a meeting of the National Security Committee on Friday. On Wednesday, at a rally in Pakistan, 3 policemen were shot dead when supporters of the banned Islamist party opened fire. 2 demonstrators also died in the ensuing shootout. The government had to bring in troops to restore order. Police say that more than 200 supporters of the TLP party were subsequently detained in a crackdown aimed at containing the spread of violence to other parts of the province. On Thursday, shipping containers were used to block one of the main Islamabad highways and the surrounding roads to keep the protesters from entering the capital from nearby cities. Thousands of supporters of the TLP, which is an outlawed radical Islamist party, rallied on a highway in the town of Saruke as they marched towards Islamabad. Now, they demanded the expulsion of the French envoy to Pakistan over the publication of caricatures of Prophet Muhammad in France. Now, violence erupted a day after the government of Prime Minister Imran Khan said it would not accept the Islamists' demand to close the French embassy and expel the French envoy. Khan's decision infuriated the supporters of the TLP. Over the weekend, the Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan party had suspended their march to Islamabad to give the government 3 days to consider their demands. Also on Wednesday, Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry told a news conference that Saad Rizvi's TLP party will now be treated as a militant organization. TLP supporters have also been demanding Rizvi's release from prison. He was arrested last year during previous protests against France over the caricatures. Rizvi's party started demanding the expulsion of the French envoy in October of 2020. Rizvi's party gained prominence in Pakistan's 2018 elections, campaigning on the single issue of defending the country's blasphemy law, which calls for the death penalty for anyone who insults Islam. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Anas Malik is joining us live from Kabul. Good evening to you, Anas. Thanks for being with us. Now, paramilitary troops have been deployed in big numbers, trying to disperse the anti-France rally that's being organized by the TLP. Take us through the details there.
Well, absolutely, Alison. The Pakistani government, the Punjab government has now deployed the paramilitary forces for 60 days at least in the province of Punjab in a bid to control these protests that have been ongoing. In Punjab particularly, the protesters are trying to march towards Islamabad. Won't be wrong to say that Islamabad has been converted into a container city where we're seeing that routes, exit and entry routes of the city, of the capital city, have been blocked by placing containers and barricades in order to prevent these protesters from marching into the capital city of Islamabad. Now, Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan has convened a meeting of the National Security Committee, or the NSC, which is the highest security level committee of civilian and military leadership, where they will deliberate on the TLP crisis. Yesterday, the Pakistani leadership called TLP, which is a proscribed organization, as a militant outfit. Today, after bouts of clashes that we witnessed yesterday, today after that, we saw that there are negotiations that have been ongoing between the government and the Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan, or the banned Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan. The government has been saying that the TLP first has to go back onto its demands with regards to the expulsion of French ambassador and restore to peaceful protest. Only then their demands of release of Saad Rizvi, its emir or its supreme leader, will be considered. Alison?
Anas, thank you very much for bringing us all the latest details coming out of Kabul there.
We are now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.